Have you ever seen a bird snatching someone's sandwich straight out of their hand? What about a bird that could do that at the speed that rivals even the cheetah, the fastest animal in the world? Birds have to be swift, otherwise they'll be vulnerable to predators. Still, some birds take it to some extreme levels and incredibly high heights. For a bird that is, hands down, the fastest creature alive. Keep watching all the way to number 1. Before we get on with the top 10 birds who can fly through the sound barrier, make sure you support us and subscribe to our channel on the bottom right. After that, hit the bell button below and we are good to go.
Audio Jungle.
10. Common Swift. For some time, about 7 years, the common swift held the title of being the fastest pair of wings in the world, but it was soon knocked down. As you can guess by their name, they're incredibly swift, often reaching mind-blowing speeds during mating flights. It's harder than you think to accurately measure how fast a bird flies. To determine the common swift's speed, a research team from Lund University in southern Sweden used high-speed cameras to measure them. Keep in mind that at the time, swifts were believed to be the fastest flyers on the planet. They were a little disappointed to see that it was as swift as they thought, but the bird clocked in at an impressive 75 kilometers per hour, with one overachiever reaching a top speed of 111.6 kilometers per hour. At least, that's when they don't turbo boost their speed. That happens when they get together to mate at what experts eloquently call screaming parties. During this behaviour, they're capable of mating at a narrow range of flight speeds and at the same time are able to fly more than twice as fast when it needs to. Adding to that, it's super rare that you'll find a common swift relaxing on the ground. They never voluntarily settle on the ground in fear of becoming vulnerable to predators. Non-breeding individual swift were observed spending up to 10 months in continuous flight. 9. Grey-headed albatross. Then we have the world's fastest horizontal flyers, the grey-headed albatross. The grey-headed albatross is one magnificent speedy bird. Their average is an impressive 127 kilometers per hour. That means they can comfortably circumnavigate the entire globe in just a little over a single month. These quicksilvers spend the majority of their lives up in the air, showing off their striking colours. Their diet is more fish-oriented, so they tend to use their speed to pluck prey from under the water's surface. Although sometimes they can show off their power by diving as deep as 7 meters to catch food. The distance they're willing to go for food goes beyond diving underwater. They are capable of flying fascinatingly long distances to feed even during breeding season, even making trips as long as 13,000 kilometers. We can owe the measurement of how fast a grey-headed albatross flies to French and British researchers who hunkered down in the sub-Antarctic to record them. It was there that they observed an albatross flying at an average speed of 127 kilometers per hour and sustained that speed for nearly 9 hours with virtually no rest during an Antarctic storm. The researchers wrote, despite its high speed and the storminess of the sea, the albatross still managed to successfully locate and capture prey at a rate comparable to that achieved under less extreme conditions. 8. Spur-Winged Goose. The Spur-Winged Goose lives life to the extreme. Not only is it one of the fastest birds in the world, but it has a few tricks up its sleeve. It holds the title of being the largest waterfowl in all of Africa and the largest goose in the entire world. You can find these long-necked, mainly black waterfowl all over Africa by wetlands and grasslands. Chances are, if you see one of these beauties, it won't be in the skies. These geese prefer to spend their time grazing, foraging, and resting by water. However, when it's time to hit the skies, the spur-winged goose soars like you've never seen before. In an awe-worthy speed, it's estimated to hit speeds as staggeringly fast as 142 kilometers per hour. You'll barely catch a glimpse of its distinguishable large white wing patches before it's gone in the blink of an eye. Did you think that was all that made the Spur-Winged Goose special? This bird won't only outrun almost all animals, but it can easily poison them as well. That's right, unlike other geese species, they have these little spiky bits called spurs on their wings, which can literally turn them into the living embodiment of "you are what you eat." These spurs turn poisonous if they eat one of their favourite prey, the blister beetle. 7. Frigatebird. The frigatebird also has another very interesting name, the man-o'-war bird. It earned that particular nickname because it's known to harass other birds until they regurgitate their recently captured food, which the man-o'-war bird then snatches in mid-air. This is an easy feat for it, considering it's one of the fastest and most aerial of all birds. Free-to-gate birds can keep to the skies for weeks at a time. Most of their lives are spent soaring high, even sleeping mid-flight. You can recognize them at long distances, coming at you with speeds that reach 153 kilometers per hour. Their bodies are imposing in size, outfitted with a long, deeply forked tail and long, pointed wings. Now, their wings are something to behold. The free-to-gate bird has a 7.5-foot wingspan relative to its body weight. This means it has the largest wing surface area of any other bird in the world. You can find them soaring in upward-moving air currents routes all over the world along tropical and semi-tropical coasts and islands. 6. Eurasian Hobby. The Eurasian Hobby, whose name is often affectionately shortened to Hobbies, is one of the most athletic and capable birds in the world. Reaching speeds of up to 159 kilometers per hour, they can snatch small birds and dragonflies out of the skies before the bird even knew what was coming. Even as fast as they are, that doesn't mean their every attempt is successful, especially if they try to ambitiously catch other fast-flying birds such as swallows. Renowned for their acrobatic skills as well, Eurasian hobbies can even pass food to each other mid-flight. They can be found in Europe, Africa, and Asia in open woodland, heathland, and farmland. But they're known to also occur in more urban environments. Before we continue with one bird that was believed to be the fastest bird in the world for 7 years before it was dethroned, just hit the like button to fully support us. 5. White-throated Needletail. Some birds are skilled at showing off their speeds when motivated by diving after prey, but other birds prove to be much faster in level flight. The white-throated needletail is the perfect example of that. In fact, the white-throated needletail is believed to be the fastest bird flying in a straight line. It can reach a speed that would give other birds a whiplash, a shocking 169 kilometers per hour. Most of the time, white-throated needletail birds won't settle on the ground. Most of their lives are spent in the windy skies, content to live by the insects they catch in their beaks. 4. Gyrfalcon. There is no doubt that Gyrfalcons are one of the most formidable birds in the world. They're the #1 largest falcon on the planet. Bold by nature, they prefer to hunt other birds in the open. Their strategy involved flying high, chasing their prey, following them from behind at a fast speed while low to the ground. Before the prey has an idea to start running away, the Gyrfalcon swoops down from above and snatches it. They fly at speeds of at least 145 kilometers per hour in level flight and a staggering 241 kilometers per hour when stooping. It's no wonder that ancient kings in the Middle Ages were the only ones who could hunt with a Gyrfalcon. This large falcon also earned its reputation for being fierce from the fact that it can not only just survive in some of the harshest climates on Earth, but it also thrives. So it also doesn't come across as a surprise when you find out that they're a top predator. While they gleefully hunt other animals for food, no animals hunt them on a regular basis. The only one daring enough to try for a Gyrfalcon's neck is the golden eagle, who is one of the few birds capable of outspeeding the Gyrfalcon. But that's coming up later. Keep watching to find out. 3. Golden eagle. You're looking at one of the most powerful birds in the world, one of the largest raptors in North America, the largest bird of prey in North America, and the national bird of Mexico. Recognizable by the trademark golden feathers all over its head and neck, the golden eagle is the third fastest bird in the world, capable of diving to speeds over 241 kilometers per hour. This majestic bird can be found either alone or in pairs. When they take to the skies, they typically soar or glide with their gorgeous wings lifted in a slight V shape, with their wingtip feathers spread like fingers. They can fly for hours and across hundreds of miles in search of food. When soaring, they locate prey. Using their speed, they fly low over the ground before using their sharp talons to snatch their prey. Not only are they brisk in their hunting, but they're pretty bold. Golden eagles are known to prey on more than small insects like most birds are used to. They can take down rabbits, ground squirrels, prairie dogs, and on occasion can target livestock and deer. If you want to check their speed for yourself, you can find them in desert, prairie, scrubland, and tundra habitats. They stick close to areas such as the Alps and the Himalayas. 2. Saker falcon. Where the Saker falcon occurs, which is from Eastern Europe to Central Asia, it's known as the dominant desert falcon. A dominant species indeed, the Saker falcon never settles for long, even to build its own nest. While swooping down to pounce on prey, they have a dive speed of up to 321 kilometers per hour. But while in normal flight, they can also reach a maximum speed of over 149 kilometers per hour. Saker falcons' fierce reputation extends beyond their speed and their nest-snatching habit. They are determined hunters and notoriously aggressive. This is why falconers often prize Saker falcons, because once this falcon sets its eyes on a prey, they are relentless. They can follow the prey for long distances, for hours on end. They can hover in the air or sit still on their perch, waiting for the right moment and fixing the exact location on the prey until they suddenly lunge, diving for the skill. In the past, their skills were used to attack large game until Saluki hounds would come and finish the hunt. 1. Peregrine Falcon. And the unchallenged king of the sky, the fastest of all birds, nay, the fastest of all animals in the world, the peregrine falcon. No one can match the flying speed of a peregrine falcon while it's in its hunting dive. When in level flight, its average speed is 40 to 55 kilometers per hour. It's when his powerful falcon targets a prey that it flexes those wings. It flies up to great heights before dropping into a steep dive at a remarkable speed of up to 320 kilometers per hour. The fastest animal that runs on 4 feet is the cheetah, which regularly reaches speeds of up to 112 kilometers per hour. So in comparison, even the ever-swift cheetah can't even hope to keep up with the peregrine falcon. Surprisingly, peregrine falcons are one of the most common birds of prey in the world and can be found on all continents except Antarctica, busy hunting over fast-moving birds such as songbirds, doves and pigeons straight out of mid-air. That was all for today, guys. Let us know in the comments what you thought of these incredible birds. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel so we can keep creating videos for you. Till the next one.